YouTube? I just want to say that this is where I end this video, and it's because I didn't intro for this video. I know I'm not professional. I'm not taking this job seriously. I wanted to say hello. Welcome to my channel if you haven't seen the videos that I've already made, and welcome back if for some reason you decided to stay after seeing the other ones. Now, I also want to say that my microphone is as good as it really gets in this entire video currently, but I have way too much bass in my microphone in this video because I didn't know what my settings were supposed to be. I even talk about it in the video. I ask if I should change my mic settings. So obviously that's kind of stupid. I will. It's a little bit stupid. Mika here can agree. That's my mailbox. That's nothing weird. I promise. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please, or if you do, look at my other videos, please. I'm begging you, please, check my stuff out. I want to do this. Sorry. Either way, please enjoy the video. This is a really cool area. I always see areas like this, and I'm like, I could really do something here, you know? I could put a. This is also where I spawned, by the way. I want you to know that's exactly where I spawned. I just went in a circle, but oh my goodness, I could put like a rope that goes across, and then I could put my house under it and hang my house, and it's cool, but I don't think I'm good enough at building to pull that off. I don't even know where to start with trying to make a rope in Minecraft. Are you kidding me? So this is exactly what I was talking about. I want an area like this. Now, the only thing that can make this better is if I found a village nearby or a very giant cave underneath some area over here, which I'm going to be looking for. I'm not just going to be like, oh, well, I'm just kind of walking around, just kind of minding my own business. I'm going to try and look for caves. I'm going to try and look for things like that. That's why I went back there. I don't know if my mic is in a good spot, though, so I do want to... What is with the logs in this game? Why does it keep ending up on my head? I do want some feedback on that, if that's not too much to ask, on how my mic sounds and what it sounds like I could do to fix it or to make it sound a little better. I'm also willing to divulge the details of what mic I have and everything, if that helps. Because I want to make respectably decent videos. I don't care about making something super high quality at the moment, but my god, look, see, this is why I'm not the brightest of the bunch. I just made an axe instead of a pickaxe. But I just saw the iron and I was like, ooh, I need that. It's all waterlogged. I don't even care to find out if that's a big cave, because honestly, if there's more water than cave in the area that I'm exploring, I just don't care anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth exploring anymore. No more food. It's actually exactly what I was thinking about, so it's nice to see. Should I have gotten the jewel? What's it called? What's that mod that makes villagers and everything and all the mobs and everything look really oh, I thought I killed that kid's parents, but it's not. Now I have. Either way, that poor cow's completely homeless. Also, that is two things in one, and actually it's 3 areas in one. This is a very interesting place. This is obviously the taverns thing. Taverns mod, or not mod. It's all data packs. So I don't have any mods installed other than Kotlin language and stuff like that. Are these boars? These are cows. Boar? Why did I think it was a boar? That's a pig. I meant was it a bull? That's what I was thinking. I don't know why I said boar. Yo, that's a lot of copper, dude. This is sick. Also, that's an amazing pattern. I think whoever made that part of this data pack is quite cool in my opinion. Unless they're not a good person and they're not cool. Ooh, okay, so I can't break it with. Also, that I don't even have words right now with what just happened, other than I can't break it with pickaxe or it won't drop anything. But also, I just got a name tag, which is sick. So let's go, man. little farm over here. Yo, this is... Wait, yo, am I getting actually set up right now? Am I about to die violently and sadly and horrifically? Should I stay in this area as well? I feel like I could stay in this area, right? And it could be like... I don't know if that's boring or not. I don't know if staying... That's the only issue that I have with being here. Is this a boring area to stay in? I do want to take the copper. I want to, you know, try and see if I can repurpose any of that for my own builds. Because I do love blue copper. Blue copper is one of my favorites. I like the other coppers. Blue copper is probably one of my favorite blocks. So, you know. Oh goodness. Really made that. But what I should be focusing on is going into their house, stealing a bed, and going to sleep, because it's getting too dark to be out here. So, archaeology. Do the archaeology tools, do they let you actually change the height of the, like, grass blocks or dirt blocks or whatever? Stuff like that, or am I just tweaking? Yeah, I don't even have my headphones on right. I'm also not wearing them fully, but, you know. Look at that. All the melons first, since I actually have a tool that's like equipped to do that, and then break it with this other stuff with my pickaxe. Oh, is that a... Where? Oh, right there. I'm stupid. Is there more than 2 of these guys? No, but there's a lot of pigs over there. Holy moly, there's a lot of pigs over here. There's more sheep too. Oh, yeah. This is our bed. I think I'm gonna have to find some, like, dye, though, because honestly, brown beds are not the best beds. I think red is my favorite because it's classic. I don't know if I want to change that up or anything. Oh, please. Stop. I'm not equipped enough to do this. I don't have the skills that pig has, apparently. I always hit the second too quick. I think they changed the timing, but I feel like I'm not doing it wrong for the old timing. I just feel like I'm not used to the new one. Either that or I'm stupid. I just don't know what I'm talking about. And the timings have not changed even a little bit. Also, this area looks sick, and it's kind of in a similar area to what I was talking about. Now, here's the time where I need to choose. Do I want to make a cave base? Because I know I want to be near a large cave. Do I want to make a cave base, or do I want to make a real base? Because cave base is really like all the glory of the cave base, especially if it's a mega base underground. Like all the glory of it has to be experienced one piece at a time as you move through the rooms. Whereas, like, you know, you can kind of like look at a mega base from the outside, if it's above ground, and be like, wow, this whole thing is really cool. And I don't really have to go in there to know that it's pretty cool. Like, there was obviously effort in it. Like, you don't need to know. Like, if you go into a cave base, you can think that it's a lot smaller than it actually is, and not see how much effort was actually put in. Maybe I'm yapping though. Honestly, I might just be yapping. Or whatever the hell I need paint up is. And also, peonies are fun to have. Right, so oh no, not rain. Also, bit dropping. Oh wait, this is the new rain system. This is the new rain system. I forgot that they changed everything. Also, like, my goodness, the way this system works is amazing. Because actually, I don't have a light source on me, so I can't do that. But whenever you enter a home, as long as there's no windows, then the atmosphere actually changes back to normal atmosphere. I think it's insane. I think it's really, really cool that they're actually trying to make the world feel more alive instead of just adding garbage that really doesn't benefit anything or anyone. Which that might sound a little bit too cynical to refer to some other updates as such, but like I really feel like this one changes a lot. Also, do you see how the haze goes away whenever you walk, and then it comes back when you walk out from under those trees? I think that's just beautiful. I know somebody's gonna probably bring this up. I didn't loot that house very much. I'm kind of planning on going back to it at this point. I don't think that I want to stay here. Oh my god, wildflowers, I need all of this. I'm assuming this cannot create dye. Either that or it creates light yellow dye. And if it creates light yellow dye, that's cool. If it creates white and yellow dye, that's also really cool. I'm also going to get a bunch more wood if I can. Just, you know, because it's a good idea. I don't know. I think this rain atmosphere system is amazing. I honestly think that this is where they need to start. They need to keep going in their updates because it's obvious that they're pushing more for this kind of system with these better quality um, visuals, and I am all for it. To be honest, I am all for it. Now, I'm bad at combat and I'm bad at killing things, so if nighttime rolls around and I'm not inside or I don't have a bed, I am really completely. I'm gonna be bruised up, okay? I'm gonna be bruised up and I'm gonna have to respawn all the way at that house, and I'm just gonna be absolutely lost. So, I'll probably try making my way back over there. I think that this is the cave, the top of the cave that we saw earlier that I was talking about, whether I should move in there or not, or if I should move into caves in general. Maybe I'm lying that. Well, it's a separate one. And it's also all waterlogged, so it's just garbage anyway. There's pumpkins over there, though. That's nice. Oh, I think that I don't have any space. So we're gonna get rid of all these extra... Oh my god, I picked it up on my head again. My goodness. You know what? We're gonna put something on our head so that we don't... oh, I can't put that on my head? That's not even fair. We're gonna wear... I need glass so that I can put that on my head. I can be a little astronaut everywhere I go. And then I can get a helmet and I just don't have to worry about the issue of the... Oh my goodness, do you see that? That's sick. Wait, this actually might be kind of the cave I'm thinking. I don't have a zoom mod. I need to get a zoom mod. Or zoom... I don't know if there's zoom, like, data packs. It's something like that. I love the dynamic haze, though. Probably one of my favorite things. I really wish that I wasn't in this situation right now. I think I could have just put a block at my feet and this would have been an issue, but I don't think this goes anywhere. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere, so we're just gonna leave that. We're just gonna go somewhere else, because that does not look like it does anything for us. It's helpful at all. I'm one of those people. I would rather do the harder parkour and take more time than place down a singular block. I am one of those people. I know that some people don't like that, but like, you know, it's just how it is. It's just how I am, okay? You have to deal with it, bud. Yeah, man, that's something stupid. Oh. It's getting late again, though. It's almost like the days have cycles or something. I have a lot of food and everything, which is really making me excited. Because if I can keep that kind of flowing, I don't need beetroots. Unless I have pigs. And I'm probably going to have pigs, because I like pigs. I think they're cool. I don't know if I'm going to have pigs in this area, but I think they're cool in general. So let's go. Break that. Feather. That's decently useful. Arrows, you know. Books and quills, stuff like that. So, I can break it with this. It's faster, I think. Yeah, it is. It's definitely faster than my hands. I cannot hold any more melons, which means we have to make a little bit of a sacrifice to our stick right there. This is an area that I will be going through, and I'm going to have to keep in mind that this area exists, because this whole place is very useful. I would not mind adding to it and, you know, making some lore behind this spot, maybe renovating the house and renovating the parts and everything and making this area look a little nicer. Maybe making that area look a little nicer, but this is not going to be where I live for now. Now, I'm also going to take a little bit of a break, so yes, I've been speaking this whole time. I thought I left my microphone on. I have not. Either way, what I was just talking about was I want to make this into a... Oh, heck? Firefly bush? That's sick. Either way, I want to make this into kind of a series where I keep playing this world, getting further in this world, and maybe I'll die a couple times. Maybe I'll, I'll go through the whole, like, I'll go through all the stages of playing this game. I'll get to the end, and I'll keep building. But I want to keep making these videos, and I want to keep getting further in Minecraft. And kind of half of this will just be me walking around doing absolutely nothing, talking. Because I think that's what my focus is on this, is just to talk and to try and create a space where people want to talk back. And I feel like this is very serious for the way that the rest of this video is going to be formatted. But honestly, I think that this is not a terrible break from everything else that's been going on. Either way, I am thinking of a few things. First, I'm thinking of where I want to put my base, and I love this biome over here. So I think I might put it over here, based off how I feel. But that's just kind of to be decided, to be determined. All of the extra mobs that I've seen, or the extra variants of the mobs that I've seen, all of them look bad. But I think that it's a good premise, and I think that if we keep, if like as a Minecraft community, if it just keeps growing, then I think it's not a big deal. I think it'll be fine. What do I get rid of to get this sugar cane? And get rid of the feathers. I know that I was talking about like, oh, you make a book and fill and stuff like that, but like, no. I need to make more than I got so scared right there. I have graves on, but that does not change the fact that that terrified me. Also, this is mine now, gang. I'm taking all of these firefly bushes, or whatever, right? Firefly bush? That's sick. They probably give absolutely amazing, like, ambiance whenever it's nighttime. Also, why is it glowing during the day? That doesn't make any sense. At least it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if that's, like, a normal thing that fireflies do. Glowing during the day. I don't know if it's very obvious if they do, but that doesn't... I've never seen that. Well, actually, I think during the later parts of the day I've seen that. I used to live somewhere where fireflies used to just absolutely inhabit the entirety of my backyard, and it was beautiful at night because they'd just come up from the grass at a certain point, and you'd be able to see them just fly around. Obviously not all of them were in my grass, and also I think a good few of them were in my neighbor's yard. Not that they liked them. I'm pretty sure, based off what my dad said, because this was when I was very young, so I mean, obviously I wasn't like paying too much attention to what my neighbors were saying because I didn't really know them, but my dad knew them, and I think that they said that they didn't like it, but maybe I'm lying. Through my teeth, I don't know. I think that at a certain point, we have to stop exploring and start to see that in the distance. So at some point, we need to stop exploring and we need to start actually just putting stuff down. And so I can do that? What am I doing? Really? Why? How do you put stuff on your head? How does that mod work? I added a mod specifically just to do that. How do I do that? Throw an item onto their head? Wow, it worked. I did not know that I was supposed to throw it. I thought that... I tried throwing it earlier and it didn't work, so I assumed that was not how that worked. Either way, I'm wearing a emerald on my head now, like a sim. I think I am a sim in a certain way. Not very special in any way. Kinda just living my life. Wow, that's cool. I like foxes in this game. No, that's a joke though. I'm not a sim. I'm not a sim. I'm not a robot in the machine, I promise. I'm a real person. I don't know, I think we have to go back to that other area next to that acacia biome. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna live on the edge of this area, where it goes to the forest. I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness, he killed that... That's hilarious. He killed a chicken and it gave him salmonella. It's amazing. Yeah. We're gonna put this kind of on the edge of this forest and the normal forest, or the basic forest, I guess you could say. The plains forest. Is that the best way to say it? the oak forest versus the spruce forest. So the oak forest is on the line between those two is where I'm gonna put my house. I think it actually goes from plains to forest, but I don't know. Or to spruce forest, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out. Maybe I'll be like on the edge of all three of those. Or maybe it doesn't even like, do you chill? Maybe it's not even like set up that way and I'm just being stupid. Hey, shut up. Goodness. These dogs are scaring me. I don't like that sound. I don't like the like fearful howling sound that I hear whenever I walk past these dogs. Please change that, Mojang, because that makes me unhappy. It makes me not only a little bit frightened, but also just kind of sad. Okay, so it seems like this is where the actual separation goes, or is at, and I'm not a big fan of the old growth, what do you call this? Birch. Yeah, that's the word. Is that what this is? Old growth, or is this just normal? Yeah, it's old growth. Old growth, birch. Did I move through a birch forest? Because this is like, physically, this is the cardinal direction that I came from. I know that because I was over this way. Like, I went from this direction to the direction that is cardinally opposite from the direction that I'm going. Because of, I think that's nice about Minecraft though, because you can always know exactly cardinally which way you are facing. Now, maybe you might not know exactly which direction that is, but you can know, oh, this direction is the direction I came from because it's this side of the block. You just have to like be walking in a place like this where it's like lines of this in a row, so you can remember that type of thing. I'm just not lost very well, or I'm just not lost very easily, so that also helps me. I'm going to put down a bed and a sleep because it's getting too late to stay up. I think I've wasted away a lot of our time today, which is kind of a sad thing. But hopefully, once we get into the roll of this, I'll get used to how quickly our time goes by. I'm probably going to do longer videos in this, or longer episodes in this. This one will be around 20 minutes, I hope, if not a little less, which is fine. But you know, that's the target is 20 minutes because it's a decent video length, and if I do it right, then it's good. And it's, you know, if I put the effort in, it's good. I think we're gonna. This is the area, so I spawned over that way, and I ran over this way, and then I saw that there's a house on the opposite side of that hill, I believe. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna live kind of over here. I like the squareness of this cliff right here. I think it's kind of funny that there's no smoothing at all in this specific spot. I think it's because it probably thinks of this as the top maximum height that it wants to put for this area, and then it smoothed this way, but it didn't smooth this way because it wants this to be the same height, and assumes that it can smooth around like that. I don't know, but it doesn't have any physical space there, so it doesn't have anything to smooth. Obviously, I think of the way that machines think in way too much of a human way, you know? I think that's probably not good for an actual genuine understanding of this kind of thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's perfectly fine. Maybe that is just like a quirky way of thinking about it. And I'm not gonna say that word again though, because that's cringe as heck to say. Oh my goodness, 4 blocks. Insane. So anything that falls on my head, you know, whether that's me mining something or whatnot, it will always become a hat, as long as I don't have a hat on already. That's kind of fun. I think this is the area that we're gonna be at. I like this spot. Looks fine to me right now. I don't care too much for, I guess, yeah, I don't really need to put my starter base next to where I want to have my actual, like, final base. I just wanted to, I was hoping that I'd get lucky, you know? I didn't really get any of the spruce wood, by the way, so we might have to go back to that in another video, but that kind of just gives us more space to, do that kind of thing. And then these I left a crafting table somewhere apparently, so I had one. I dropped it on the ground to get the what is it called? To get this grass, because it was in the top left of my inventory. I remember that. I don't remember how to make barrel, but I think that it is a chest surrounded in slabs or wood. I think it's slabs. It's not. What the heck is it? What is this? How do I do this? Also, this is a composter. I know that. That's so annoying. I guess I'm just gonna have a composter outside my house. Just put that there. We're gonna use this chest then, because I need it for all this garbage that I have. So we're gonna put that in there. I'll wear a potion of healing on my head. That's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna put all of these together in my inventory. Just kind of organize that, and then I don't know how to make a barrel crafting recipe. I don't remember what it is. That is not the barrel crafting recipe. That is an old This is an old screenshot. Wow. It's this, that. That's the barrels. I need a few more. I can only make one more, which is sad, because I wanted more than that. And so we have two choices. We can either put them like this. That's not what I meant. I like this. I meant like wood placement, not barrel placement. I forget it's completely separate. Like that. Or we can have them the other way that I just put them. I think that I'm going to put them like this. I like that that little effect that it gives. And then we're going to put our bed right there. And we're going to make some more tools. So we're going to go get some more wood really quick. And then I guess I'm just going to cut this because unless something happens, there's no real reason to keep this. So it's forced over here. I don't know where I'm going. Oh my goodness. And I missed the water. I had my phone in my hand. I'm stupid. I hate all my friends. I think that the whole leaves falling and actually accumulating is very cool to me. I think that the fact that they over time actually add to the like populations of these, oh my goodness, of these stacks of leaves is really cool. There's a skeleton somewhere over there. So I heard it, and I know I heard it. There's definitely a skeleton somewhere over there. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12 more slabs. So that's just 2 more lines of this, right? Technically I'll have 13, but yeah. Wait, I don't need that many. Get out of my house. You know what? I should kill you for this, but I don't have any tools. And then I think that, I don't know if this is a good idea, so I don't have vanilla twigs apparently. So we're gonna have to figure it out, but I think that I want full pieces of glass. Actually, I could use that. But anyway, this is the one design that I think that I'm gonna go with. On top of these blocks will be that, and then the rest of it will be window for the entire wall. I think that would look fine. I think, you know, for that, that's not a big deal. With doors, I don't know how that's gonna really end up looking, but we can find out. I want to go all the way back to the spruce biome because I want some spruce wood, so, you know, watch as my character slowly bobs all the way across this land until I get to, the place that I'm getting there. Until I get to the spruce forest. Gosh, this is such an annoying route that I took. Apparently, I walk around this giant mountain all the way to... I left my bed in a random spot in the forest. Which I think that random spot is like right here. So, I know it's right up there. Is it? No, I put it on. No, I put it in my house and I didn't sleep in it. It's fine though, because I have enough to make a bed. So if I think that I'm getting like unsafe, then I can go make another bed. Speaking of which, I should probably make one of these, and then I'm gonna go get some stone from this mountain, so that I have a good set of stone tools instead of just running around with all wood, no protection at all. Yeah, and I'm not gonna fill this back up, by the way. I'm not gonna make this look all nice. I'm just going to walk away and leave this giant hole in the mountain because I don't care. Okay. Well, at least it kind of looks like an ore mined, like ore was mined there, so hopefully that's not too big of a deal. I'm actually terrified right now. I don't like going out at night. Oh my god, holy shit. Look, this is why I hate going out. And I didn't set my spawn point. I should have just made a bed and slept in it. Or should have just slept in the bed whenever I got to that. But either way, I think it's a straight shot all the way to where I want to be, though. So I spawned on the opposite side of the... Well, actually, it's important to get our bearings. So I should see where I am. Yeah, so I spawned on the opposite side, so I'm going the right direction now. But I'm a little bit off to the left of where I want to be, so I need to go more right that way. That's like swamp. That's how bad that water is there. It's just like swamp at that point. It's just glorified swamp, though, because it's not like technically classified there. The swamp. Not that like anything's technically classified like that. I think it's actually like just south of here. I'm gonna consider this south. I'm gonna consider that north. Because that's just, I guess, the way that my mind is interpreting it. I don't actually think this is south, but, you know, it feels like it's south from where I live. We can always check. I am currently facing west. So actually, I live east of this area. But now I'm never going to forget that this is west, so... my goodness, do you see that child? Oh, no, it's not a child pig. Oh my goodness, it's my stuff. I like that it gives you that whenever you get close enough. I told you I kind of knew where I was going. I don't know if I was west enough, though. My stuff, give me my stuff, give me my stuff, and let me go, let me go, let me leave. Either way. I also have my raw iron on me still for some stupid reason. Also, I'm still wearing my, just reset to the position that I was at before. Also, I'm glad that it gives me my head for dying to animals, or dying to mobs. I think that's really smart. I think that's really helpful. If you haven't, I actually recommend that you listen to C14 or C418's music because it's really good. It's really good. My favorite album by his has a song, I think, in Minecraft. I don't remember if that's actually true. I know that one of the songs on the album, though, is This Is Not Minecraft. And it starts with part of the Minecraft soundtrack, but then changes. But one of the best songs on the album is named the same as the album, I believe. And it's life-changing moments seem minor in pictures, and it's amazing. And it's this beautiful story told entirely with music, by the way. None of it. That spider was invisible, is it not? Am I crazy, or is that spider literally invisible? I think if you run fast enough, you don't have to worry about mobs. I'm about to get beaten up. What the? Why are you not burning? Get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. Why are you not burning? What is wrong with you? Oh, he's burning. Alright, he's a cat. I was about to say, what the heck? Dude, what the? I don't think they ever grow when they're baby zombies. I think baby villagers grow, right? Like after they've been changed from a zombie to a villager. It's not like I can do anything about that now. I only have a potion of strength, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to save that guy. I don't care. Also, do you keep like the? I don't know how all that works. Whenever it's a baby zombie instead of a baby whatever, baby zombie villager instead of a normal zombie villager. I don't know what the difference is. When it comes to like healing them. Okay. Yeah. Don't clip that. Don't clip that, please. Oh my goodness. It's too bad you're not able to make wood mosaic here. But I actually feel like I don't really care. I think this might make some people mad, so I might actually not even include this in the video. But I actually kind of want this area to be like that, and then I wouldn't mind all the rest of it being in oak or spruce. I like that a lot. Okay. Either way, we're going back to the spruce biome because we didn't get to get what we wanted to get, but we're going back there with a vengeance, so hopefully that works. And I didn't leave my, oh wait, no, I did. I had to make two. I had to make one when I was back at home, and then I had to make another one after I got killed. No, I had to make another one before I got killed while I was out at night. Sorry, I'm thinking about like my crafting tables that I have, to see if I'm just stupid and I'm lying whenever I say that I had left one on the ground. I think that I'm telling the truth, so that's what matters. I'm pretty sure I'm not lying. So I've ate a lot of my food, and so this is starting to make me quite anxious, because I don't want to run out of food. I need to start planting some, and I think that if I just do, then we'll be fine. I only have 2 iron, though, so I don't have a way of transporting any liquid yet, so we're going to have to plant all along the shore until we can actually... Actually, I think that this does lead me to the area that ends up being spruce, does it not? I think it does. So I can just boat there now, since I just made this. I should have made a boat last night, and I wouldn't have had any of the issues that I'm having right now. I would have just been able to boat over there, get like 3 spruce trees, and then boat back. But I probably would have made my doors and my floor out of spruce, so I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm going to make my roof out of spruce, and then also out of copper. But I need to get a lot of copper to do that, so I wouldn't mind just leaving my house there whenever I'm done with it, not destroying it. But I might blow it up. If I do destroy it, I will blow it up. And honestly, I don't even know if I need a mega base or if I just need a base. Like one house that was my starter house and then became the center of my base. Because I wouldn't mind having it like that, then go like that, then start mining. Yeah, that didn't land where I wanted it to. This one. I hate that tree leaves from trees that don't exist anymore can stay around as long as they're in contact with leaves that are still alive, which doesn't make any logical sense because the trees are not connected. The reality is that even though the leaves are connected, the trees are not connected. The leaves aren't actually connected in any living way either. So it pisses me off when I see that. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid. It's like if you kill a tree, right, and then there's a tree right next to it, the other tree doesn't die, nor does it keep the leaves alive from the older tree. It just stays there, and the older tree dies, and it stays fine. And so it just makes me mad when I see that. I wish there was like auto run in this game so that I could tab out and like open my side view. But so I have 2 screens now, luckily. Thank goodness, because it was annoying not having the 2 screens. I think I can get closer than that. I can go this way. I feel like we're getting a little bit close now to where my actual house is. So I think right here is where I actually might connect. I think I'm gonna stick with the second idea that I came up with while I was over next to the spruce area, which is my house will be the central point of my base, and my base will revolve around my house. I think that's the plan for now. If I change my mind, then you know that's just what that is. But still, also, okay. So what do we have right now? We have my own head, so I think I will put that outside of my door, possibly as a mailbox. And you need sticks for a mailbox, though, because you need to be able to make a fence to have a mailbox. Here's my mailbox. It's my own head. You just have the mail clips under the the main hair right there. It just clips in. Either way, you break the floor here, and then get more wood. Put that there. Grab my oak doors. Then place some dirt here apparently, because I need to flesh out this mountainish area because I don't like it at all. I actually think I need to do a lot of terraforming, and we're gonna start with doing the thing that I just said I would do, and then we're gonna go to doing the thing that I just realized I need to do. Before we do any of that terraforming, we need to do negative terraforming because we need to actually get some more wood or some more dirt. The way we're going to do that is we're going to negatively terraform this area to flatten it a little bit, so we actually don't need all this verticality, or it doesn't need to be so tall. This mountain doesn't, I just don't want it to conflict with the height that I want kind of everything to be at, and so if this area is kind of sitting up behind my base, then it would take away from the height and the structure of my base, I feel like. But I don't know. Maybe, if you think that this would help my base, then you can say it in the comments. I mean, I'm not going to put this entire mountain piece back, but, for now. We don't have a lot, but I'm more cosmetic than I am, like, literal, so I can go a lot longer without like, what is it called? Without, like, the technical stuff, because I just don't need it, really. I don't need all the, like, blocks that you need in the beginning, as long as I'm able to get to the blocks that I want for decoration, because then it just doesn't matter to me. Either way, I need to make another shovel, and before I break any more shovels, I want to get some sand, because I need that. And I'm just going to take all the sand in this area, because this area does not look like it needs sand, so I'm just going to take all of it and pretend like it makes sense that there's no sand here. When I get a bucket, I can fix all this, like, water issue here. I think I'm going to consider streaming some of these, and then re-uploading them as VODs, because a lot of this is really, like, a lot of this is off the dome, not very much of it has to do with, like, the recording aspect. There are decent jumps in time sometimes that I will be making, in like, the editing. But I feel like, though, if you're willing to watch someone play Minecraft on stream, you understand that there's just gonna be giant gaps of time that if you were watching a YouTube video, you wouldn't have to deal with. So I don't really have too much of a fear of that becoming an issue, but, it is kind of, like, obviously in the back of my mind. Just like, oh, well, what if somebody doesn't like this because of X, Y? I'm just gonna cover this up. I'm not actually gonna fill this hole in, because I am one of those people. I don't care. Then once all of that grows back, it'll look normal. This should be, like, good enough sand for, like, a while, hopefully. Like, I should have, like, a stack of sand, maybe? 2 stacks of sand, and no extras. Literally exactly 2 stacks of sand in that area. That is insane. Either way, that's really helpful. I'm gonna go use my bed really quick, and then we're going to, hopefully, ZZZ, man. We're sleeping. I didn't mean to hit Z there. Oh my goodness! Either way, I'm gonna make some of this into glass, and maybe use some of it in another way, but it doesn't really matter yet. To make this into sand, we need to have a furnace. and a actual way to make it into sand. So I think that our furnace will go here. Because honestly, this can be in that back corner, I don't care. I might put like a brewing table or something on top of it. What are we gonna use to burn this? I don't really want to use that because wool is actually useful. I think, we saw some, we probably can find some decent amount of coal. Just keep following this. Not that way though, because that has water in it. Look at that, coal already. It's not a big deal. Also, this lighting looks really good right here. I love vanilla. Like, it's something that I don't get to appreciate enough because I just don't play enough. I need to set my brightness up though because this is really dark. Have I done? Still. I have glare from the room being brighter than this, so that's an issue, but it'll be okay. It's just like my, I have a dark room, but it is the middle of the day, and it's kind of just shining out. I might record 2 videos today and upload one this week and one next week. But I'm hoping, and it might actually be next week and then the week after, but I'm dedicating myself to starting 1 video a week. And look, here's the copper for my roof. That's cool. I wish I had vein miner, but I think that I'll get the, actually, I think I have it as the, I should have vein miner as a enchantment, right? Vein miner and then vein miner enchantment. We'll do just vein miner. That's not going to actually delete because it's being used by the game, so it'll actually stay in the game. But obviously, I don't have vein miner enabled, so I just have the enchantment enabled. I'm assuming, so that'll be really useful to have. I'm gonna go back over to my place that I live at. Also, did I break an entire? I got 2 stacks of sand and then used that to break my new stone pickaxe. Okay, just put that in there, and we're chilling. Oh, I put a whole bunch of my food in there. That's why it looked like I didn't have some, or I had so little. Okay, well, that's good. We can get a smoker in here too, I think. Is it like this? Okay, it's not like that. Is it the opposite way? Is it... Okay, so I should have the items to make a smoker though, so it shouldn't be an issue. I should just be able to find... Also, you can make a saddle now? Yo, W! I don't know if that's one of mine mods, but, oh, it's just okay, that's easy. That's simple. I don't know why I forget something so simple as that. I think it's just because the blast furnace is so complicated that it makes me feel like that should be the way all of them are. I don't know. Or it's like more complicated, I think. I don't know. I think I'll probably grab half of this and put it into here, and then I'm gonna grab this because this is enough to make a little glass panes, which will give me 16, which is more than I need in glass panes. So, oh yes, it doesn't connect to those. Interesting. I wonder if that's gonna be like a big issue. Like, do I care that much? Is that something that bothers me? I really have to like sit on this because I don't know. Do I want to keep this? I think what we're gonna do is I know this hurts. This hurts me too, but I don't have a way of breaking them and keeping them. So we're just gonna replace all of them with glass blocks, and so that'll obviously bridge the gap that we're having, as well as just look nicer. Sadly, it does leave these little gaps, but I don't mind those. Honestly, I think that looks fine. So we're gonna just have to find something else to do with these glass panes. So we're just gonna throw them into the box, and hopefully at some point we will use them. I don't know. I'd like to have stained glass in these ones actually, which isn't difficult to do, right? It's just staining it. It's not hard, right? I don't know. I'm gonna get one of these wildflowers and see if it. I don't think it does. It does. It makes yellow dye. I wonder if I can actually dye stuff this season. How do you dye? Oh, you need to completely surround it, right? Stained glass is. Oh no, it's glass surrounds the dye. That's interesting. Why can I only make that type of stained glass? Wait, no. Yeah, it's the same though. Okay. Well, that's a little sad because it gives me a stack, doesn't it? Stained. This gives me the same number. Yellow bundle. It's interesting. I like the colored bundles. That's nice. I don't need 8 pieces of... Okay, yeah. This is where I draw the line. That's just stupid. I mean, I hate to be the guy, but that is just stupid. Vanilla tweaks. Got that. We're gonna do crafting tweaks. And I want all of those ones. All of those ones. And the newest version, it doesn't really matter. But whatever. Wait, is there not, like, better glass staining? Vanilla Tweaks doesn't even have better glass staining? Why? Why? 'Cause I don't want 8 pieces of glass. I need one more piece of glass, and then I'm gonna stop the video because I do need to go to work quite soon. In like just a little bit. So I'm gonna start heading to work. Make this yellow glass. Boom, boom, boom. I like that. Make sure our spawn is set, which it is obviously. And sleep only at night. Save the game, and then we're going to. Thank you as always for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please consider watching some other ones. I have some other interesting videos. Most of my videos are stream of consciousness videos, and I know that's not the most popular, type of video, but rant core used to be big, so maybe it's coming back. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. Either way, consider liking, consider subscribing, and definitely consider just looking at my other videos and seeing if you like anything there. Either way, I hope you have a good night, or morning, or wherever you are. I hope it's good. Bye.